When we arrived at Ministry Discovery in January of 2024, I think we were really looking for a group of people who could really help us discern together what sorts of ingredients and things would be important for a church planter to have to be successful in church planting, and really to just have an honest 360 evaluation of whether or not we were called to church planting.
And I think really too, just for me, hearing from other church planting wives, women who had gone before me in both the ministry discovery but then into church planting, and just hear from them, this is what things were actually like, and this is how we were equipped, and this is how the Lord used this time to prepare us for what was next.
Ministry discovery is a foundational part of church planting in the PCA. Ministry discovery helps the planter have a better sense of who they are, how God's gifted them, and what challenges they may face that are perhaps unique to them, the way they are wired, the things they struggle with. So when someone goes out and plant, they have a clear sense of who they are, where God has placed them, and what they are able to do.
Most candidates and their wives experience a vigorous but also edifying experience of discovering what God's next step in their call is. And when I say vigorous, I mean it is a process that requires something of you and will test you in some measure, but it also will edify you, meaning you won't just be stretched and pushed and left to yourself. I think you'll find you'll hear the gospel. You'll experience the gospel with the people involved in the process, like the assessors. You'll experience Christ in His sense of call through the church and the counsel of the church.
Our task is to see what gifts has God given them, and do they fit the profile and the need of a church planter. The gift mix is different for a planter than it is for someone taking an existing church. You've got to have some degree of entrepreneurialism to be able to be a church planter. And we look for that specifically in ministry discovery. That God-given ability to take a vision that God has given you and see that vision enacted and carried out.
One of the things that we noticed as we went through the discovery is that they didn't pull any punches. There really was a deep exploration, yes, of strengths, but especially of weaknesses too. It was humbling. It was personal at times, looking very personally at you as an individual and the way God has wired you. Sometimes our strengths, quite frankly, can become our weaknesses as well. And so the exploration of strengths and weaknesses was really encouraging, but also challenging as well.
I think for me especially, I felt like going in, I'm going to learn that I need to be a female version of my husband, who's going to be the planter, but really learned what my own gifts and strengths were and how that could complement him.
We think it's really important for the wife to be here. She has an opportunity to learn how church planting is going to impact their family life, their marriage, their parenting, their kids. And she's also a great support to him. And so we want her to be well informed and understand, and also answer any questions that she has on what her role might look like. And there's so many different ways that this can play out. And so it's a great time of encouragement for her too.
After a couple leaves Ministry Discovery, they'll get contacted by the MNA team, that's all part of this program, to encourage them to get a coach, both for the husband as a church planter, for the wife to hook up with parakaleo, to encourage her in her calling as the wife of a church planter, so that they can hear from others who are not only in the process alongside them, but hear from those facilitators who have walked that road themselves and can encourage them in the process.
The Ministry Discovery is a 2.5-day event. One of the greatest things you walk away with is knowing you have completed a very rigorous process. And you come away being encouraged, You come away having some of your fears answered because you have more information now, and you come away knowing yourself better. You come away knowing that your call is affirmed, and if not, you know some areas that you need to work on, and it's super helpful information.
We were around a group of people who were really for us and really for the kingdom of God, and trying to match up how our gifts fit with a call, and whether or not, just really candidly, really honestly, in a very friendly way, but honest way, whether or not there was really a fit there or not. We were called to this work in May of 2024, so we're about 2 years in. And we just launched public worship almost 3 months ago, meeting at the Charlotte Junior League right in the heart of Myers Park. We would certainly recommend Ministry Discovery. I think we can be in our prayer closets before the Lord, seeking Him with an internal sense of call, but actually going to the assessment center provides you with an opportunity to be around discerning, gifted people who have seen, in many ways, seen it all in church planting, who can help you think carefully about how God has uniquely gifted you and whether or not that unique gifting matches up with the potential call to church planting.